Welcome to golf swing analysis here. Step up, step one. So at address position here, we're going to see some pretty good posture here. There's maybe just a little bit of a C curve right there. Um, and so at address, we could work on just getting a little bit more straight there. Um, as we come in and we start to watch this video, what you're going to see is you do have a little bit of an early extension. So meaning right at this moment there, you can kind of see that early extension. And so what we're looking at is your back right pocket. It's going to go behind the line. That's what we want. Then we want to see your left back pocket go behind the line. And what we don't see is that left back pocket go behind the line. You actually extend off the ball, and we're going to call that early extension. And those folks there are going to block that to the right or hook that to the left. And so that's one thing to start working on. Next up, we do have a little bit of over the top. And so as we kind of go into this over the top position here, you're going to see the shaft angle there at address. It's going to come up. At the top here, there's your other angle right there along that swing line. So we want to see you drop the shaft in between those two lines there, and you can see you come over the top of those lines. And then right here at impact, this is the impact plane line right there. And so as we're looking at that angle right there, it should be in line with that shaft line right there. So you are coming over the top right here. And so this is where we probably need more disassociation of that hip and trunk and making sure that you get that full turn through there and you drop that back down into the slot. You come from in to out. Because if you're over the top, you're going to fight that slice. And then there's a couple things down the chain here. Because you're going over the top, you are working on more of a timing issue. And timing, you're starting to compensate with your hands. And you're going to see that here pretty clearly in the next couple of slides. So that's an issue. We want to build you up a little bit here. So as we come through here, you do a fantastic job staying in between the lines here, so you're not sliding or swaying over. So as we look at this, you want to make sure that as you take away, you stay inside of that line there on the left there. And then on the other side, you want to make sure that as you finish, you go through and you don't fall back or go beyond that. So great job staying in there. You're not swaying or sliding there. All right, so when we're talking about low back pain, this is probably your number one thing. So what we're going to look here on these three pictures here, this on the left is your address position. You can see there's a really nice position here. Your head is in the right position left of that circle, so you should either be stacked right on top or maybe even a little behind there. And so as we're looking at this, and the next position, this is at the top of your backswing, and this is where things start to get a little bit reversed, because now your head is on the right-hand side of your hips there, or in your world there, the left side of your hips. And so what we're doing there is creating just a little bit of extension in the spine back here, and you can kind of see that in this picture right here on the right. And so instead of staying flexed forward, you're extending back. And so you would think that would pinch on that back left side, and while it can, and you can get some back irritation there, as you come down and you come through that swing, you're just going to slam the right side, you're going to slam the right facet joints into each other. And this reverse spine angle is one of the most common causes of right-sided low back pain in the golf swing. So it's something we want to work on. So if we take a look at that in your actual swing here, we'll take a look at that. So we'll come from the address position, and then as you take away, there's just a little bit of an extension at that top, and then as you come all the way through, you do a nice job finishing through, but at the very top right here, there's that extension right there, that spot right there is what we're looking at. And then as you come in, you do turn well through the ball. So I want to work on that a little more core, a little more glute, and trying to stay out of that reverse spine angle. All right, so with this one, this is where we're going to start to see some, shoulder, elbow, kind of wrist type issues. So if you're battling any kind of tendonitis or anything like that in the forearms, this is going to be one of the biggest takeaways for you. So as we come through this, you're going to see posture here, setup is pretty good. And then as we take away here, you're going to come up to the top. Right there, good shaft angle there. And as you come down, you cast that club down. As you cast the club down, you're going to lose power. But as you cast the club down, you're going to see right here at this moment, you're going to lead with the club head, and you're not going to lead with your hands. And so you're you're scooping right here at this moment. Your glove hand is on top. We'd like to see your bottom hand, your glove hand come behind. We'd like to see your bottom hand come over. You're kind of leading with that glove hand on the top because you're scooping it and you're helping it. And so that's one thing we want to talk to the golf pro about there as well. And so as you look at that, the casting and scooping can oftentimes lead into this idea called the chicken wing. And so when we talk about the chicken wing here, that's right there where that angle is. You want to say that we want that arm to be straight. You have a little bend in your elbow. And so instead of having a straight line right there, you can see that elbow is bent right there at impact. And because of that, you can kind of see right there, there is the elbow is coming through on the back side right there. And so that is exactly what they're looking for when you look at the chicken wing. And that's just going to rob you of power. That's going to create unnecessary stress in those elbows and some of the forearm, where we're going to get some of those tendonitis through that area. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Look forward to answering those questions and getting you with the golf pro and talking about the mechanics that they want to correct. And that's where all of this comes together. We're going to be able to connect that body and swing. And when you're working on the body and the swing connection, the golf pro is going to be able to give us some direction on what he wants you to work on, and then we're going to be able to take that into the PT setting and address some of those movement patterns and making sure your body is able to do everything it needs to do to perform the technical aspect of the swing. So hopefully this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you much. Have a good day.